Israel Adesanya had a decent first round against Nassourdine Imavov, but in the second round, Imavov landed a big right hand that dropped Adesanya, and Imavov was able to finish the fight via TKO in round 2. Michael Venom Page wins the unanimous decision over Shara Bullet 30-27, 30-27, 29-28.
Is at 170 pounds. What can we expect for you next? Where do you want your next fight to be? And if so, if it's 170, is there anybody in particular that you'd like to fight?
Well, one thing I knew coming up, my body's not going to be used to this just yet. I felt a little bit during this fight, so I need to practice a bit more at this weight. But for now, I've got some work to do at 170. Guys, make sure you're watching, because I'm coming.
Sergey Pavlovich wins the unanimous decision over Jazdeicious Rosenstruik 30-27 on all the scorecards. As a slight underdog, Vinicius Oliveira wins the unanimous decision over Said Nurmagomedov. He won 29-28 on all the cards. Nurmagomedov took the first round, but Oliveira came back to win the next two. His plan worked. He wanted to tire him out and eventually take the later rounds, and that's what happened.
Nurmagomedov is about some guys from Dagestan. It's part of the game, it's just business. I have only one specific guy from Dagestan to fight. His name is Nurmagomedov. If he have courage to face me, I'm here. And if he doesn't allow this fight, I'm here to fight against Nurmagomedov, but I think he's scared of me.
Clarify, Nurmagomedov, is that who you just called out?
Yeah.
Fereziem wins the unanimous decision over Mike Davis. All the judges had it in his favor, 30-27. Muhammad Naimov wins the unanimous decision over Con Offley, 30-27, 30-27, 29-28.
I broke my foot after first my calf kick. I said like something happened with my toe. Barely walking. When I go to the corner, I told my coaches, they tried to give me some notes. I told them, please pull my toe because it's so bad. It's hurting me. And you know what, like nothing can stop me. I swear today I went with broken toe and also dislocated finger. All my teams know this. But when I'm healthy, I'm ready to fuck up top 15.
Shamil Gaziev gets a first-round knockout over Thomas Peterson, landed a straight right hand down the middle and just walked off. He knew he got the KO, gets the first-round knockout.
My plan is simple, to fight at least 2 fights this year, and even if it's unranked opponent, just give me fight.
Terrence McKinney got the fight to the ground against Damir Hadzovic and then landed some big shots in the ground en route to a TKO victory just 2 minutes into the fight.
Be in his face and then get him nervous, get him to start swinging big, and I was able to find a counter left cross, a right hand and then that was the end of the fight right there. He started shooting and we just took 2 more victories and a shot at the top 15 where I know I could be, and most importantly, just being a man that my kids can look up to and loving my wife and stop being a slut and really just buckling down and being a champion on and off the mat.
Jasmine Jazdeicious wins the unanimous decision over Mayra Bueno Silva. She won 30-27 on all the cards. She got the fight to the ground in every round and did some damage there. Jazdeicious has now won 3 in a row in the flyweight division. Manon Fiorot has won 7. She'll probably get the next title shot. Macy Barber 6, Natalia Silva 6, Miranda Maverick 4. Jazdeicious also made history being the first woman to win a UFC fight in Saudi Arabia.
The very first female fight in Saudi Arabia, it's such an honor. It's like, I don't even have words. I want that belt so bad, and I'll do anything to get there. You know, Mayra, she's my friend. I know her from before, and like when I got offered, I was, you know, not super happy about it, but the opportunity that presents itself, I have to jump on it.
Lucas Alexander had a decent first round, but in round 2, Bogdan Grad was able to get the fight to the ground and eventually get mount and land some big strikes to get the TKO victory in round 2.
It wasn't nearly to that what I'm capable of, but it is what it is. Back to the drawing board, and next time I'm gonna perform a little bit better. So my opponent missed weight by 3 pounds. We got the call from Shin, and I heard it. I said, yeah, whatever. We accept the fight. We are here to fight. Want to fight at least 3 times in 2025 and to climb up the rankings. Not the top 15. Don't get me wrong. I'm not delusional.
Hamdi Abdel Wahab wins a split decision over Jamal Pogues. A lot of people are going to disagree with that one. And the one judge that scored it for Jamal Pogues had a 30-27 for Pogues, so that's a controversial decision. Laura Senko, who was commentating the events, took time to even tweet out that she disagreed with the decision.
People knows I'm being away for 2 years and a half, and I want to apologize to everyone who knows me. That was not my best performance. I also being sick for the last 2 weeks, and people was asking me to call out from the fight. You can hear my voice. I'm being in virus and for like 3 weeks, and I couldn't complain. I couldn't stop working out, and I was still having a job because last 2 years and a half was struggling a lot. So finally I made it.
Thank you for the love, support. We know we got robbed. I know I won 2 and 3. Other than that, man, I really don't know what's next. We'll see what the UFC do, if they re-sign me or not. If not, man, I appreciate everything about this journey, man, and just go back home, heal up, and just hang out with my family, man, and we'll see where God takes me next. But I say fuck Hamdi and anybody else that went against me.
The UFC is coming to Kansas City on April 26th. One of the fights they added to that card is Michel Pereira versus Abus Magomedov. That's an interesting middleweight contest. Pereira is ranked number 15. Abus not ranked at the moment. Piotr Yan and Aljamain Sterling coaching against each other on this reality show. Originally, it was supposed to be Yan coaching against Merab, but Merab couldn't do it, so Aljo took his spot. Some people calling for fines in the UFC, but Dana White doesn't want to do that because of free speech. But contrary to popular belief, you can't use the N-word in the UFC.
So I tested already his power, and I tested already the power of Derek Lewis, guys like Chivas also.
One thing we can learn from Bryce Saga is Dana White is legit. No talk of canceling fights or canceling contracts or banning him from events. Yes, he came out and disagreed with Bryce and even went so far to say he was disgusted, but he is a free speech guy and stood by his commitment to the First Amendment. UFC this month, don't book any black fighters against one another. We need unity and peace. Not a month for black people to be fighting each other. Instead, we should be celebrating one another and uplifting. Next week, they have Dagestan against an African. BJ Penn hasn't signed with GFL yet. 2 months ago, I had 4 kids. Today, 0 biological kids. 2 didn't exist, and I was paying child support for them. The other 2 were in disguises. All this time to look like me. I actually don't know who the mom's identity is. Fake it till you make it.
Anyhow, big news. Golden Boy is officially in the heavyweight division. We just signed Federico Pacheco with a record of 7-0, 5 knockouts, and then 2024 Olympic standout Joshua Edwards making his pro debut. Plus, I'm super excited that we re-signed Tristan Kalkruth. He has a record of 14-1, 10 knockouts. Plus, Robin Safar, an amazing cruiserweight, 17-0, 15 knockouts. Let's go. Golden Boy is officially in the big boy division.